796. That's the number of babies and children believed to be buried in a mass grave in Tuam, County Galway, close to the grounds of a former church-run maternity home. The plot was discovered by a local historian. It sparked international uproar and a government inquiry. But almost 1 decade later, the remains have yet to be exhumed, and survivors of this institution and others like it are waiting for answers. Experts say some 90,000 unmarried women were incarcerated in mother and baby homes like this one across the country in the 20th century.
Women ended up in these mother and baby homes and in Magdalen asylums for a myriad of reasons. Many, yes, had had children outside marriage, but many had not. And in fact, the basis on which you could be committed was very, very flimsy and quite wide.
When Ireland gained independence from Britain in 1922, the Irish Republic handed many of these institutions over to the Catholic Church. Upon birth, the women inside were forced to give their children up for adoption and were subjected to unpaid labour, until the last home closed its doors in 1998.
In the sense from the church, it copper-fastened their position and their status and their control. In many cases, they were given the control of buildings in order to carry out this work, but also very early on in the 1920s, and it was developed throughout the period, the state devised a capitation system. So when a young woman, for example, may have a baby outside marriage and she would approach the local authority for assistance, if she was placed in one of these homes, the local authority would pay a capitation for the religious orders to, inverted commas, take care of her.
An independent commission confirmed many babies in these homes did not survive. Some were also used in medical trials without their mother's consent. Despite persistent calls from survivors and the government, the governing institutions have not provided burial records for thousands of missing children.
I think it goes to the heart of what has been one of the most damaging aspects of this historical legacy, and that is the kind of casual carelessness with people's records. And the fact that these people have a right to their records, as everybody does. We have a right to know when we were born, who gave birth to us, what illnesses we had when we were vaccinated. And I think that's a massive source of distress.